Hello everybody, this is Dwayne Golden and I'm excited today to be with you for our new member orientation. For so long we've done these in webinars and other places, and I think it's only fitting to do it right here on our Facebook and or YouTube so you can really get to the bottom of things. And it's the middle of the afternoon, so if you're at work and can't participate, it's okay. It'll be showing here later. If you are in fact watching this as a recording later and it's like in another day, it's okay, things will work the same. But if there are updates, you'll wait for another training in case we have other updates coming, as over the next few months we'll be integrating slowly in additional technology and newer things. But for now, the way we're doing it, it's going to work just this way. Shout out to everyone. If I haven't talked to you for a long time, a huge shout out. And during the training, I'll probably have some people from our team on to answer questions as you ask them, so I won't get distracted. A lot of you know I get to be very scatterbrained as I have to like interject and interact, and it'll delay things too long. So we'll try and chat along with you. They'll be doing that whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. I want to just go ahead and also remind you that here July 8th, it's a great time to remember that time is flying. Much of the year is gone, and a lot of production time lost because of the time where everyone's in lockdown. We're no different at Ingreso Cybernetico. We wanted to release a lot of things that we've been releasing over the past week or so, a few months ago. But like you, we also have been handcuffed and unable to access offices and access some of the resources we use to give you a great product. Now, as I say that, we recognize the challenges that many of you have in your family, and come out. If you haven't yet, get out to our YouTube channel. We do live overviews and other things. You're going to see some significant trainings coming. And I want you to make sure you're in tune, because you can make up in the remainder of 2020 with what you can do with what we have here now with our instant payment system. Ingreso Cybernetico, we've created the first of its kind instant Bitcoin system where you don't need to have smart contracts. You don't need Ether. You don't need to come up with something of a different currency to convert it later to Bitcoin and then into cash. It's all in Bitcoin, and it's in a way that we have total control. It's the same technology we use in our ATM network, and we're really excited about it. So stay tuned. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's get started with our training so I can walk you through how to get set up. It's so important that when you first get started with us, the most important thing here is to make sure you get set up. So if you look at the screen, I want you to notice, I want to make sure I'm not covering anything up. I want you to notice that the first thing you're going to see here is withdrawal address is missing. You better get one, right? So this is one of those cases where you want to go ahead and stick in a withdrawal address. I don't even have one, but it's so easy to do. When you click here to get it, you just paste in the wallet address. Get it in right away. It's the first. Before you do anything, stop here, right? If you just look down there and you see it, get to it, paste it in. Once you're done, this section will no longer be red, and it'll have your wallet address there. Once the wallet address appears, you will have in a, what do you call this thing? A referral URL, which will take you out to the sales page so you can see the sales page and be able to have and refer people to the page. The second thing I want you to see, if you're new, when you get in, it'll tell you your monthly maintenance fee and the date. But note this, you have 30 days free from the time you start, okay? So with that being said, don't ignore this right portion of the screen. Don't be tempted to go ahead and pay, right? Because it'll just give you an extra month. Just you got a first month free to see if it's what you want to do. What I mean by that is monthly payments, you are able to, if you stay active, you can continue to generate income from it. Those instant payments that you may have seen us talk about in one of our Zooms or overviews. So make sure you get that taken care of. Everything else is pretty easy to read. You can find your own information, your direct sponsor, and it's really easy to manage other pieces of this, but I'm going to go right into product training. But the dashboard is very easy to use, very easy to manage and navigate your way around. So what I want to do is I want to get out here and another thing, make sure you subscribe to our Telegram and follow us on our Telegram channel so you can stay tuned for all the cool updates. Okay? So let's go out to the products. And nothing's set up yet. This is a fresh system, so nothing's set up yet. I want to walk you through it. And we're going to start with the toughest. If you look at with me, you can see I'm on the autoresponder system. I'm going to get out to it, and you're going to notice I don't have anything yet, right? So the first thing I need to do is go ahead and set up my profile. The profile is everything. Once you set up the profile, do not change. Got it? If you change the email address that is associated with all your campaigns, it's pretty much your primary key. It needs to know who you are. Do not change it because it's going to make all your campaigns and things you set up non-existent. So once you set it up, make sure you know who you're setting up as your profile. Then it really does make a difference. So in this case, in this this test account, there are no campaigns, so I can do what I want. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and say, watch this. Dwayne Golden. I'm going to do this. Let's just pick one of my email addresses. Dwayne Maurice 64 at Gmail. Right? Got him. I don't need my home address unless it wants me to. I'll put someplace here. Let's see what I got. Let's go ahead and pick 123 Raven Court. Right? Boom. Let's go ahead and pick my 555-444-3322. Then I pick Royal Palm Beach, Florida. Right? Then we go ahead and pick what country we're in, man. Where are we? Where are we today, right? Now, go ahead and pick United States. Bada bing, bada bang. And then what is that? 33411. That's for Palm Beach. Now, I don't live in Palm Beach. For those of you going to try that, I have no idea. I don't know where you're going to go. But, you know, for those that think, ooh, I'll track them down. You won't be tracking me down today. I don't live there. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and pick in the time zone that I'm in, not Pacific. I could pick Pacific, but in case I ever do email here and use it for further email trainings, I'm going to go to New York, right? Because I know I'm on the East Coast, right? Boom. Everything has changed. So I got this part set up. Now, that's the first thing you do. Once you do that, I want you to know, you're going to be working with images. You may want to have an image, work with the image editor and things like that. You can do it all right here. The autoresponder integrations related to your email, related to your funnels and stuff like that, that's also there. But what I want you to do is all focus on this section that says autoresponder. Okay? You don't have a list of subscribers yet, but you don't have a campaign. You can create a campaign. What does that campaign look like? I'm going to show you how that's done. I'm going to create one just for you, okay? I'm going to call this DG First Campaign. This section here where it says campaign name, that's for me, so I know what I'm dealing with and who I'm going to be emailing, right? Subscribers to my #3 membership site. Got it. At least I know who it is, right? Who's it coming from? Dwayne. What email address? Dwayne Maurice 64 at Gmail. So I've got that covered. So I'm done there. Here's a section that's important for you. If you already have a link, right? When someone subscribes to you, right, and you want to confirm it, if you already created your own page for it, you would put it there by using a custom web page, right? If you're using external, you'd use one that's a different one. If you're using the URL we have for you, use that one. I always just use the same one that comes with the system. I'm not a techie. I just want to get to the bottom line and get my subscribers loaded in and ready to start hearing from you on a regular basis. Now, on what page do I want my website to send people? That's a great question. Let's see here. It comes with one where they unsubscribe, or I can, if I have my own custom one, I can put that custom URL right there. Because sometimes you could make your own. Thank you for subscribing. I understand you don't want to subscribe. Thank you for the time you were with us. You can do whatever you want, but we have one for you if you don't know what to do. Now, here's where I want some of you not to get in trouble. Our emails inbox. What you put on your subscription email can cause you, if you're spamming in, a lot of people choose this area to spam people. Don't. We have an acceptable message in there. Thank you for subscribing to our messages. You can edit this, but keep it friendly. Don't try to sell anything. Just thank them for subscribing them. To confirm the subscription, have them click the button below. We already have a message like that, but you can tweak it to match you. In any of our messaging, there is different merge codes that are needed to make it rock and roll, so it has the first name, email address, or ID in it. Okay? If you want to put it here in this form, you can put it there, and it's going to go into the subject. But this section is for the message body if you're going to use merge codes. Okay? Now, as we go down, I want to make sure this campaign, I get notifications there for people that subscribe, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put Dwayne, right? And my email address, Dwayne Golden. Let's try this one. Steeler QB10 at MS. I have too many email addresses, truly. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take myself back to the United States in the, I said the Eastern time. And then I'm going to create my campaign. Done! I have a campaign. Before I get too excited, I notice I have 0 subscribers so far, and it's inactive, right? What do I do about that? It's a great question. I'm going to go ahead and activate the campaign. So now it's active, which means I can rock and roll soon. So I've got my first campaign created. So if I go to my list, I go to campaigns, list campaigns, all right? It's going to show there. If I click on list campaigns, it's going to open up this page right here, right? Now here, I can deactivate it. I can create an opt-in form and so forth. And I have things like that. So I have a creator. I just look at these and I follow them step by step, and I can dance that way. Now, I can create tracking messages so that I can create an autoresponder series. So a lot of my subscribers, if they're a member of one of my membership sites, if they're a member of something else, when they subscribe, for the next 7 to 15 days, they'll get messages off and on so that I can still be communicating with them. If they're a part of some drip content, they can get email messages for an entire year. You control all that right here when you do tracking messages. So if I was going to create a tracking message here, right, whatever the message is, I have the subject line here, and I can make sure that I have my body there. But here's where I want you to see these tracking messages. What are the intervals? This is really important. I get to determine when the day they subscribe, I can make sure they get a message the same day, right? I've sent it 0 days after they subscribe. I can make this second message go 1 day later. I can make my 50th letter go, watch how cool this is. I can have it go 200 days later. They will get the message in sequence over time. Now what this does, it creates a freshness for you and your subscribers. Have any of you guys asked yourself the question, how can people manage a list that have thousands of people in it and talk to them regularly? Well, we set up messages in advance. For me, I'm a guy, I'll go to Google Docs and I'll sit there and write 5 to 20, 15 messages. And then when I create a campaign, I start pasting them in here. I create a new message and I let them go. First one is 0 days. Second one can be 2 days. The third one can be 5 days later. And throughout a period of time, I give that subscriber an opportunity to continue subscribing with me because they like my content, or they can unsubscribe so I don't have to deal with it anymore. And this is how you get a list, and you have people who are going to be consistent customers for you. For my consulting firm, 99% of all business is repeat business because I stay in communication over the years with my people. And it's things you can learn. Email is key. There's a lot of cool things you can do with it. I'm just showing you how to set it up, right, without going into too much detail and going over anyone's head. Inside of the email, you have what is called, we call this a WYSIWYG, where you can make things bold, italic. You can insert certain things, and if you want to unsubscribe people to unsubscribe, right, you can just go, excuse me. See this message here? You can always do what I do. I mean, I'm just put this in the email message. If for any reason you wish to unsubscribe, right, you put that in the bottom of the email message, always. And what I do when I put this in the bottom, I'm very careful to make sure it makes good sense the way that I do it. Watch this. They say, hey children, don't do this at home, right? Watch how cool this is. So I do this, and I shrink it down because I think that's too large to be such a message, right? And then what I do is I italicize it so it's not mixed up with the really good content. This goes at the bottom of my email message beneath all the other stuff. I forgot to yeah. So that's what I do, and I think you can do the same. You leverage it so that it works for you and your folks. So now that's how you do it, and you rock and roll. So let's go look a little further. I can create a new campaign, or I can import one. How do you import a campaign, Dwayne? Well, if my sponsor or somebody I know that uses our system has a really good email campaign and they're rocking with it and it's being successful, I can import that campaign by getting the campaign name, right? Naming how I want to name it, and then pasting in a share code that they give to me. If I've got a great campaign that's working, sometimes I do this. I'll send it to all of our members and tell them, you want to use this, it's working. This specific product from our e-commerce products is converting, you want to use it, right? And then I'll share the code for the campaign. That's how that works. You can broadcast messages through our email broadcaster, and you can simply create a new broadcast message, right? When you create the message, it works the same way the others do, except it'll ask you which subscribers you want to send it to, right? You have a different list here. You can have a scheduled one. For sometimes I have webinars. Like I know I have a specific training or something on Saturday. The email messages you guys get from me, I write them here. You can literally just tell it when. I want it to go out on Friday at 8 p.m. You can schedule that right here. That's how you set up the autoresponder. Some of you are wondering, Dwayne, why are you talking about the autoresponder first? What's up with that? I'm doing the autoresponder first because it's the product you get at the lowest package. You start off with 2,000 subscribers you can grow your list to. If you're not making money on the internet, right, and you also don't have an autoresponder that you utilize, that's one of the reasons why. Autoresponders are the lifeblood. Now, sure, they have new apps and text messaging and stuff now, but that's not the same, folks. So I'm showing you this for a reason, so you can really leverage it, take your time, and set it up. So let me get back out here before I get too excited. So yeah, so you can have an attachment within your email messages. You can subscribe. You can send now or send later. Then here, you can select people, right? I have my only one campaign, but if I have multiples, it would give me an opportunity to select all the different, under this campaign, different groups that I have under. I could select all of them and send it. Then back to my name and so forth. And then I could send a test email to make sure it's working fine. And it'll send it to me. It's so cool. But I will continue. So that's how that part works. Now, my opt-in forms, right? I didn't create any yet. But they're pretty easy to create. I just want you to see. Okay, let me get back out here because you guys are going to get lost. Autoresponder, you can follow along. I have in our, on Friday, I release our New User Success Program. I will be walking you through setups again in that. A lot of you that you can just go and watch the recordings over and over. But now I want you to see the other product I want you to get set up because you also have this even at the bronze package as low as $25. And the first things you want to do is set up your profile, right? Set it up. Once you're done, set up your payment options. Do you have PayPal or do you have Stripe or LinkPoint? Whatever you have, if it's PayPal, put your email address right here. My PayPal email address at gmail.com. That's an example. If I had to put whatever you have for PayPal, whatever your email address is, you put it there. If you use another gateway, some people use Stripe. If you do, use the public key and the secret key right here. Right? And it'll set it up and use it when someone goes to buy the products from you. Now, I have in autoresponder, right? If I wanted to use Aweber, I go and I click to get their key. If I don't know how to do it, I can click the button to see how to get their key. If I have MailChimp, I get their key. Where can I find my key, right? If I have Campaign Monitor, I figure it out. And I try to figure out how can I get my campaign ID. I try to work with it. I need to make sure that I have a successful thing. Now, with ours, all I have to do is put the email address that I put in my autoresponder, right? So I would say Dwayne Maurice64@gmail. That way I get mine. Boom. Now I'm connected. Mine's connected for ours. So I don't need third party because I have ours. Now if I go to products, I may want to set something up there, right? I want to go find a product that I may want to, web development's not my thing. I would go to something that may make more sense for you guys. I do like home business because I'm a home business kind of dude. There was one I liked, I saw. Here's one, home-based entrepreneur. In fact, I've sold this one. Yeah, I've been selling this one. Here's a great example. And it talks about how to have your own home-based successful business. But I don't have it set up yet. Why don't I? What's up with that, right? So if I did, I do have a fake PayPal email address in there. This is $7. And it's what I use as we call it a tripwire. If you're going to get someone into something like home business or something like that, you could sell them products and then for me, I set up an autoresponder so that people can opt in before they buy it, and I offer them something even more powerful. So then later, I can convert them so they can join my business with me, right? So you get to do that kind of thing. So in this case, I only click PayPal. I don't know if you guys noticed that. So now, digital product download link. Okay, so what is missing here is I don't have the rest of my profile set up, and it knows it. It's giving me all these red messages. I'm not used to seeing that because I went fast through the setup. But if you fill out your profile, I didn't do it because it's a test account, and I'll need it for testing other things. Some things I put in, I have to wait and get programmers to help me to undo. So, but you guys should set yours up so you can go through this process. All right. Now I'm gonna go back out. You download the product. When you download the product, you can see if it's a product that you would like to use. You just click download, and it'll download for you. What else? The settings. I don't have a countdown clock or coupon, but if I wanted to create one, here's what I would do. I would go over to the dashboard and click coupons, and so I'd add a coupon, and I would name it first coupon, right? And I want it to be a percentage, right, of the cost. Or I make it fixed. I'll make it $1 off. I'll make it $5 off. What the heck? $5, right? The coupon form is called 5. Oop. Coupon data. See, coupon valid from, let's say from the 9th through the 15th. And the number count, I'm going to make it available 5. Now I'm going to go find which product I'm choosing. I want it to be, which one is this? Which one product did I choose already? It doesn't matter which one, but I'm going to try it here. I picked business, home business. Don't make fun of me, guys. I'm a little slower than you guys, right? In fact, by me taking my time to find this, some of you guys can be asking questions as you have them, and my team will be answering you, or I will stop and do it if they can't get to it. Boost network marketing builders, affordability. Don't worry, I'm right here behind you. Just boom, 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 boom. Okay, let me do this because I don't move as fast as you dudes. That's how I do that. I can see the name of what I'm doing. Okay, the home-based entrepreneur. Okay. Here we go. Right here. Add the coupon. Bingo. So now I've got a coupon added to the page, and I can go back over to my product, right? Refresh the page so that it knows what I just did. More home base. Now I get over here to I got a coupon. Let me see if it shows on the page yet. Not yet. So where am I at? I gotta get back out here. Come on, Dwayne. You guys are so patient with me. I appreciate it. So I need to set it up. So under settings, I'm going to include a coupon. Ready? Go to coupon. First coupon, I named it, right? I want it to go to the top right or the top left or the bottom right or bottom right, right? So there's not much at the top of this page, so I'm going to put it at the top right. Then I'm going to go visit it. Visit it. Coupon. Right? $5 coupon right there. So at the bottom, when I'm going to pay for this, if I would have already set up my profile, it's going to give me a chance to include the coupon, and I'll put it in there. I don't remember when I made it. So that's how that works. And I could have done a better job had I filled out my completion, but you guys get the concept. Just fill out your profile is essential, and then the other things. Now, I showed you autoresponder integration. Your transaction history from each purchase will actually go, it'll show right there. It showed you payment options, and changing passwords and stuff is easy stuff. So that's how it works. Now, depending what level you have will determine how many products you have. If you only have 10, I don't know which one they'll be. That I believe they may be in some of the ebooks in your first $25 level, but you can get right to them. There's some decent books as far as the people would buy and purchase, and they already have websites set up with them, right? So let's say growth hacking. I'm not interested in that. But arts and crafts is another one. This is another one that sells well. There's another one that's needed for people in MLM. Some of the worst people when it comes to managing money, managing finances are physicians, MLMers, right? They can make a lot of money, but boy, they don't. It's not managed well at all because it comes so sporadic. There's not much stewardship there. So that's a really good one. Maximizing your business. I love that as well. PPC, I'm not really a ad guy. I mean, I people that do it, but that's not my thing. So there's different things. Forex secrets, trading secrets. These are really good ones. So you get to set up different things like I was showing you. But the lead magnets is another thing that I love because it allows you to set up an autoresponder, pop over or pop under. You can follow the steps. If you read it, do I want to enable it? Yes or no? If it's yes, fine. When I go to the page, it's going to pop up. If I say no, it won't. Do I have an autoresponder set up, right? Is there a redirect URL? Once someone actually opts in, where do I want to send them? I put that there. Is there a smart webinar ID? One of the things we have in the pipeline is a Webby platform, but where the future is gone with these apps and stuff, I don't know if that's needed. That's probably going to be discontinued here. Choose the template. Do you want a video opt-in, an image opt-in, or just a plain one, right? If it's video, put the link here. If there's an image one, you put the image, you upload the image here, and it should be this size. So that's how that works for the popovers. The bonus links and the other stuff is stuff I've shown you before. So that's how you use that product. I don't want to miss some other things. So let's get to the page builder because it also has a profile. And I think it's important to make sure that you know that when you fill out your profile here, you actually fill it out for your page builder and your autoresponder. So let's go to the pages. Now, you don't have any pages. And there are sections like custom domain and that kind of thing. To work with the pages is not that difficult. You can click on a link and begin to work with one. So if I wanted to work with one, my opt-in sample, then holla. As it loads, take a look at the page. And I can't see you, so let me go ahead and make sure I can see you all right while I do this. I don't like it when I disappear. So let's go ahead and see now. So check it out. So I don't think I need a logo, right? And if I did, I'd probably, let me see if I can find the IC logo. I don't really have to do with the logo stuff much, but let's see, right? Let's go IC or just put logo. See what pops up. I don't think I have any logo. Thrive, shine. This is church stuff right there, man. What the world? Let me see what I got. Let's get another logo. Something that's going to be a little bit more brief. Logo. Let's see what I get now. Calendly, shine. Okay, I don't have any logo. Oh, there is one. I don't know what that logo is, but it's small enough. Let's see what we got. Bam. Click it. Done. Genius Pro Suite. All right, that's an example. Anyway. You can do anything you want here. You can literally just put blah, blah, right? And where we at? Then I go over here to this. I can put whatever the text is. And once I save it, right? This is what's really key. I can save it. I know I'm good. But something to keep in mind is over here when I want to do specific things with it, right? If I want to add other things, I go to the dimensions. I go to different blocks. This is different from the technology we're going to be using with our new page builder that's coming. It's going to be a lot less techie. This is for techies. People want to know, what type of border they want to put around and that kind of stuff, or change the background. It's not very difficult, but if you're not used to using the internet at all, you're going to want to, take your time, and I'll do some private trainings with you guys on how to manipulate and use this a lot, but it's not needed. For now, if you are a little bit, can just type it in text and add a profile and stuff like that. You just go ahead and save your page, right? Boom. Then you go back to the dashboard and you can mess with it, but I can just go and open it, and I have it right there. Now, one thing that's important, I can go back to the dashboard and look for this specific one. I named it my opt-in sample. Now there, I have several options. I can click on duplicate it and make another one like it. I can edit it. I can delete it. I can create an A/B split test. I can run reports. I can just go and visit it. I can set up my autoresponder integration. Now for me, you know what autoresponder I use? I use IC Smart Pages, right? I use that, and so if I have a redirect, I put it there, and I just set it up. So just depends on what system a person has. Now I can share it. If I got a really good page that I built and I like it, I can share it with some of my team members or someone else. I use share code. Then I can put in my settings for like SEO, Google Analytics and things like that. I can put in this section. So there's different things like that, but it's not that difficult to manage. In fact, you can use just quick thank you pages, sales pages, drag and drop, but that's pretty much how that works. Let's go back out and take a quick look. I don't think I see me. I just thought about that. I don't see me at all. Let me go ahead and make sure I can see me, guys, so that I'm on the page with you. Can you dig? Right? Get my side view, then my up view. Right? All right. Anyway, there we go. Holla back, yo. All right, there we go. Now we go to my output. Make sure that I can have the right type of transition here. Around. There we go. Okay, let's go back out. And I want to take a look at the members, IC Smart Member. I think that's important. As we look at this one, everything, as I told you before, it begins and ends with your profile, right? If you're going to set up anything, go to your profile first. That's the first thing you do. You set it up and you put the information in. It has to know who you are. If it's going to be talking to members or subscribers to you, it's going to need to, they won't recognize you. They're not going to do anything. You got to make sure you do that. Then you also set up your payment gateway setup. Are you using PayPal or Stripe? Put it in there so that you can be paid, right? You can look at your transactional history. You can go to web portal. Everything's easy to manage. So just as a quick tip, if you want to add a training course, it's not that difficult. You're going to put it in. You're going to name it. You're going to go through the details, and then it's going to work well for you. So I'm going to, let's see here. You can import a course from others. Here's what's really interesting. If I want to add a video, right? I can add a video. I can just paste in the URL from YouTube, or what's the other one called? Vimeo, or one of those. I can put it in there and I name it. Once I do that, whenever it's time for me to set up trainings, my video is already there and the subscribers, they're waiting for me, and I can connect it directly to slides and everything else and do a side-by-side and what we call V-merge. That's something we created a few years ago, and it's pretty cool how that works. Let me see here. Documents, PDFs, PPTs. I would add documents right here, PPTs and PDFs, and I can literally set up the timings, code it, so when I'm teaching on how to catch catfish, right? And if I'm on slide 37, the system's going to know based on the timing. If at 48 minutes, it's at the show how to do catfish, it's going to change slides and everything manually. Like you're going to see in our new user success program, that's how we did it. And we can have that content drip out every day, every week, or every month for you. It's pretty simple. So you select the slideshow and you open it up right there. And I don't think I have any slideshows here on this computer. Slides. I don't think I have any. So I don't have any, but if I did, I'd put them on, and that's on my PC. So, all right, I don't want to go through fast or talk too fast, but setting up is really about the profile, things that are associated with you and being paid. The rest of the stuff you get to learn as you go, right? We have a video tutorial here on the page. Let's see, you can add coupons and work with other things. So that's how the Smart Member works. It's not that difficult. And I'll give you some examples of that a little later. Now, the IC Smart Clocks also, it's important to make sure that you, I don't think you need autoresponder integration. We did have that because we had some pages on this one. What's really important here is understanding the clocks and how they work. I have a video right on YouTube I want you to go and check out for this one, because this is for the more advanced marketer. You'll want to know how to do it. I think it's interesting. And then also you can certainly use our video that will be on here. If you're watching this video before, let's say before July 10th, right, then you won't see the video there. But by July 10th, you actually see the video there. We'll walk you through it. In the meantime, go to our YouTube and look up smart clocks, and you will love it. So here it's just a matter of setting up a clock. It's user friendly. What date do you want the time frame to be on your clock, right? And then what page do you want it to be used for? What page do you want people to see before the special offer is over? And what page do you want to pop up after it's over? Once you do that, tell it your time zone. You're in this East Coast, West Coast, you're in Europe, you're in Asia. Where are you? You tell the system so it knows. And then put a name on your content. What do you want to call it, right? Is this called limited time or pre-launch, whatever you want to call it, and you put it up there. It has a gallery where you can actually have different clocks that you've already made in the past. You can actually put images in this gallery. You have you can add a scarcity counter, which is different, and that means a count based on a specific number of something that's available. And when you do that, each time something moves on the counter on your web page, it'll show that you only have 5 left or 4 left. We did that here as well, so you can have inventory counting. What else? Hallelujah. I want to get out to this one because our funnels. When it comes to our funnels, people are saying, because everyone thinks the funnel is a landing page. They don't really realize they could be very extensive as you want them to be. So walk with me, guys. And I think we're not. It's not 4 o'clock yet. So give me a minute. I want you to see this. So I can import products. I can add a product. If I add a product, I'm going to name it. I'm going to describe it. If there is a file associated with the product because it's delivered digitally, I add it there, right? If there's a URL where people can download it once they buy it in my funnel, right, I put that URL right here. And then if there's a sales page for it, the very first sales page, I put it there. Now, why do I say that? When you go over to products, if I go to my funnels, right, which I don't think I have one, I didn't create one yet, but if I have a funnel here, when I go to create it, it's going to want to know what my funnel name is. Let's just call it my first funnel. Then I describe it, blah, blah, right? How do you like that funnel? So check it out. So now I can go here in my empty spot and I click on this button, and it's going to ask me, do I have any pages or surveys? I didn't build any pages yet. If I did, if I would have put a URL for a sales page in it, it would pop up here. Or I could enter the page name and call it my first. Then if I had an external link, your page does not have to come from our system. I could literally go and put the sales page for Ingreso Cybernetico in there, right? Holla back, baby. All right, where am I at? Okay, and I can put the external link right there if I wanted to. All right, now I got my first. Now there's some things I need to set up. Now, is this going to be delivered manually when someone buys it? Is it going to integrate where it automatically is done by our system? If so, what's the product name? I didn't create, right, a product. I got my first product, right? But I didn't really finish putting things in it because I'm trying to show you the video. But it would come right in this drop-down list. Then, is there a notification URL? For systems that require when someone pays, they automatically get a login. This is where your notification URLs are. You can talk to your programmer, whoever it is, where you have the other system, and they'll give you the notification URL to put there so that our system will communicate with it and then allow it to create credentials for the other person. That's what that's for. You can put single payment or recurring payments, and it's important to note, you need to know if you're putting a funnel, just don't build one to build it. What exactly are you selling? How much does it cost? You want to know it. How often? Is it a subscription? Is it a one-timer? Once you know that, put the details in and you save it and you're ready to rock and roll. Other things that are important here, for example, you notice I have an external link here. All right. I have that kind of information in that part, but let me see the links. There we go. You may see that I have here a specific website for the first page. I have upsell and downsells and payment links, and all those things are decided. Those would be populated had I not been skipping just to show you this. We can do one by one. In fact, what I got to do is pick a specific day and do a full all-out build a funnel to go maybe 2 or 3 levels deep so you guys can see it and you can pick up on it. But I do have a video that I don't want you to miss right here on YouTube, or for those of you that are watching on YouTube and those of you that are watching on Facebook, you can go to our YouTube channel and you can pick up on this. In fact, if one of you guys can type in our YouTube channel, that would be great, right? If you're on Facebook. For the rest of you, go look for it, to look up funnels. Just type in the search within our videos and you'll find something there where I really go into great detail. What else is there? Reporting is very important, and sales reports are very important, right? The API documentation is not, I'm not really an API guy. I'm really about getting to the bottom line and making it churn for me, right? So if you have affiliates, you put that information in there and you can actually get reports on how many sales are being made for your product and things like that. The most important thing here is that you can't be afraid of our products, right? You guys, you have to understand, you can't break it. It's not possible. If it's something that has an error or any issues, you can please support, but you can't hurt it yourself. So what I want you to do is get in each product, create your profile, complete your profile. Any information that you know about you, put that in for starters, right? If it requires, if we need a PayPal address, put it. If you don't have PayPal and you have Stripe, put that. Just make sure each one, if it's asking you for your time zone, your geography where you live, put that. That's what you do. And that's going to help you with each product. As I do a lot more trainings and different days I do new member orientation, I'm going to want you to be on top of this. So it's only Wednesday, right? I'm doing another new member orientation because we're going to have several updates in here. I'm doing another one on Friday. I don't want you guys to miss that. So what I want to do is leverage now the time that we're here. As my team and I are here, you can ask questions. We'll answer to the best of our ability at each one of them while we are before we leave, and we can leverage that. And then even after, the chatting can continue. What's really important is, the most important thing about your business is, if you're going to be paid, the system needs to know who you are, right? Is it a wallet address? Put it in there. If it's asking you for your time zone so that your pages and stuff will work and synchronize, tell it where you live, what geography it is. If it wants to know other information, for example, things related to talking to subscribers, like a membership site, autoresponder, you tell it who you are. Otherwise, you're going to scare your subscribers away because they're not going to know if you make up a name and have a fake email address. Those kind of things are essential. So now they got that out of the way. If there are any questions, let's talk and chat. I know I run into some issues where people hate to hear their name called. We're talking back and forth in a public social media, so we can chat here and we can rock and roll. In the meantime, I think it's really essential that we get the most out of our system and our products. Yes, I could have spent this orientation on making money. You guys are pretty good at that. You've been doing it for a long time. And a lot of you have been doing it in companies without products. So I think it's important for us to do trainings like this so you can leverage what it means to have a product along with what you're doing before we integrate all of our new ones. So that's it. Let's go ahead and just chat together. Let's go ahead and chat together. Let me see here. You guys help me with this too, because you're going to be better at this than I am as far as being able to leverage. Let me see here. Facebook, YouTube.